स्पीकर सर 15 मार्च 2026 4 वरांचेर सांचे इलेक्शन कमिशनान अनाउंस केले शेड्यूल फॉर इलेक्शन्स ऑफ assemblies of 4 states, 1 union territory besides by-elections to several assembly constituencies, including 21 Ponda assembly constituency in Goa state. Speaker sir, हे notification येऊन मॉडेल कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट हो इफेक्टिव्ह जाता 21 पोंडा कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सीन आणि साउथ गोवा डिस्ट्रिक्टान, कित्याक 21 पोंडा असेंब्ली कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सी म्हणटी साउथ गोवा डिस्ट्रिक्टान येता. स्पीकर सर, attention is being drawn of the house, which I will place on the table of the house. This is a letter from the election commission to the cabinet secretary of the government of India and the chief secretary of all states including Goa. Speaker sir, यहाँ दौड़ता ठीक आहे बाबा, एकच मिनिट. आतून स्पीकर सर अशें म्हणिल्लें आहा की they have been told to enforce the model code of conduct guidelines. Attention is invited to the contents of this communication, more particularly paras 3.5 and 3.6, which clearly states that the ministers of the government shall not sanction any grants or payments out of discretionary funds, announce any financial grants in any form and promises thereof. Speaker sir, I represent Fatorda constituency, which is part of South Goa district, and at present the demands of grants and other matters including financial transactions of the government under the annual financial statement for the year 26-27 presented to this house are under discussion, and as the representative of Fatorda as well as the people of Goa at large, I am required to seek and obtain the assurances of the government on several issues and matters involving larger public interest and that of my constituents, all having financial implications and financial liability. Speaker sir, ashe scenario, the very discussions on the demand of grants related to the department of the government scheduled today until the assembly continues, the discussions on the LAQs, all having financial implications, become infructus ab initio. In such a situation, every word uttered by the cabinet minister, the chief minister, and the council of ministers will be directly violative of the model code of conduct as enforced. The house is supreme in constitutional democracy, but if the ministers are given a go-ahead to merely make announcements using the assembly session platform, it unsettles the level playing field, vitiates the model code of conduct, and causes grave miscarriage of electoral justice to all the stakeholders, more particularly of the opposition. Speaker sir, हांव तुमचे कडेन मागता की एक मंत्र्यान आतां म्हळ्यार गव्हर्मेंटाचो हाजेर स्टँड कितें तो म्हाका क्लॅरिफिकेशन क्लियर जाय, आनी खंयच्याच मंत्र्यान कसलेच अनाउन्समेंट करूंक आतां मेळचें ना, कसलोच अनाउन्समेंट करूंक मेळचो ना, हें तांकां क्लियर सांगलां जाल्यार म्हाका म्हायती जाय, आनी सरकाराचो हाजेर स्टँड कितें आहा तो म्हाका क्लॅरिटी हाजेर जाय.
स्पीकर सर, मॉडल कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट माझ्या हातात आसा आनी अकॉर्डिंग टू द रुल्स एंड रेग्युलेशन्स आणि मॉडल कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट लागला तो पळयत जाल्यार इट इज फॉर द साउथ गोवा डिस्ट्रिक्ट. त्या खातीर माय कॅबिनेट कलिग्स कसलोच डायरेक्टली आमकां बजेट सुद्दां पास करता आसतना साउथ गोवा डिस्ट्रिक्टाक लागपी आमी प्रॉमिस करूंक शकता ना. तुम्ही जशें म्हटलां की फॉर द लेवल प्ले फील्ड म्हणजे खंयच्याच पद्दतीन मॉडल कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट वायलेट जावचो ना हाजो जर पळोवपाक जाय आसत जाल्यार आमी म्हाका दिसता अकॉर्डिंग टू द रूल बुक आम्ही डिस्कस करून दंपार मेरेन हाजेर डिसिजन घेता. सो दॅट इज डिस्कशन इज गोईंग ऑन. तुमच्याय कडेन डिस्कस करता.
स्पीकर सर, एक मिनिट, आज प्रश्न पुजो येता आनी कसलोय अनाउन्समेंट कसलेय एश्युरन्स मंत्री दिता तातूंत फायनान्शियल इम्प्लिकेशन आसता, आनी तो साउथ गोवाक जर जालो जाल्यार यू आर वायलेटिंग दीस फ्रॉम नाव टू दनपार मेरेन. यू कॅनॉट वायलेट इवन अ मिनिट. यू हॅव टू बी क्लियर. तुजो एजी, तुजो चीफ सेक्रेटरी शूड ब्रीफ यू. यू कॅनॉट बी किपिंग दीस इन. ना जाल्यार कितें जातलें, आमी सगळे उलयतले, तुम्ही म्हणटले आम्ही काय उलोवंक शकना कित्याक इट इज वायलेटिव्ह ऑफ कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट. मागीर आमी कित्याक आयले हांगा? बेसिकली हे सेशन कितें? वी नीड क्लॅरिटी. स्पीकर सर, हाचेर देर इज टू बी अ रुलींग ऑन दीस. इट्स अ सिरियस टॉपीक हा, आनी हो असो दनपारां कळटलें अशें म्हणूंक जायना. मुखेलमंत्र्याचो काल स्टेटमेंट आहा, आपूण चीफ सेक्रेटरी कडेन सेंटरा कडेन उलोवपाक लायला म्हणून. चीफ सेक्रेटरी कितें करता?
स्पीकर सर, चीफ सेक्रेटरी इलेक्शन कमिशन यांच्या कडेन डिस्कशनान आसा, चालू आसा
डिस्कशनाचो काय ना पॉयंट.
स्पीकर
सर, म्हाका म्हजें रुलींग दी, हाजेर हांवें पॉयंट दिल्ले आहा ऑन द लेटर रिटन टू कॅबिनेट सेक्रेटरी एंड चीफ सेक्रेटरी वेदर इट इज वायलेटिव्ह. गिव मी अ रुलींग ऑन दीस.
सदस्य एक लक्षात घेवपाक जाय आमी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनान आमकां अंडर 209 पावर्स दिल्ले आसा आनी ते पावर्स आमी आज यूज करपा जाय. जस्ट सी द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन 209. If you require, I am going to read this.
Please, please.
A regulation by law of procedure in the legislature of the state in relation to financial business. The legislature of a state may, for the purpose of the timely completion of the financial business, regulate by law the procedure of and the conduct of business in the houses of the legislature of the state in relation to any financial matter or to any bill for the appropriation of monies out of the consolidated fund of the state. And if and so far as any provisions of any law so made is inconsistent with any rule made by the House or either House of the Legislature of the state under clause 1 of Article 208, or with any rule or standing order having effect in relation to the legislature of the state under clause 2 of that article, such a provision shall prevail.
कितें जाता ताजें अर्थ स्पीकर सर?
प्रिव्हेंट करता तशें आसत जाल्यार स्पीकर सर आमी आमचे बिल्स पास करपाक शकचे ना, आमी आमचो बजेटाचेर प्रॉमिसीस दिवपाक शकचे ना. अकॉर्डिंग टू द गव्हर्नमेंट एज अ बिझनेस
सिंपल स्पीकर सर, जे लेटर तुमकां आयलां तातूंत तुमकां क्लियर डायरेक्टिव्स कितें आहा की कसलोच फायनान्शियल ग्रांटाचेर साऊथ गोवा डिस्ट्रिक्टा खातीर उलोवं नाका. खंयची प्रॉमिसीस वायलेटिव्ह ऑफ कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट. हांव स्पीकर सर, आय एग्री विथ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन गिव्स यू पावर्स, बट इट ऑल्सो गिव्स अस रायट्स. Our right is what? To demand justice to our constituents, which involves financial allocation, which you will not promise us. So what, this will be one-sided. So and second, to me the announce karit raवले, it is destroying the level playing field and therefore violating the code of conduct. So हाजेर legal opinion तुम्ही घेऊन बेगिनतल्या बेगीन जावंक जाय आशिल्लें, because this you had to foresee. Speaker sir, this is a peculiar situation. It was not in your hand. Code Election Commission is not still a frontal organization.
It is all in their hand.
As yet it is not.
It is all in their hand.
As
Election
yet,
Commission is in their
Election
hand.
Commission is not frontal wing of the BJP. So now that they have announced, you should have been ready.
See, now
We have 2-3 options before us. One is budget has to be passed by any way before 31st of March. This is one point which Honorable Speaker should keep in mind. Second, there are many precedents across the country where such elections have been declared, House have been in session. What is the modus operandi adopted there? You have an option, the Honorable Chief Minister can get in touch with the Solicitor General or Attorney General, get his opinion, because House is supreme. Nobody can dictate terms.
No,
to the
Election
House.
Commission can dictate.
No.
Election Cabinet.
Election
No,
Commission.
Election Commission cannot dictate.
No. Election
Chief
Commission
Minister
can
to
request.
my statement.
But House,
Yeah.
once it is constituted, it is supreme. I have experienced it. When I have experienced it. So I have many precedents during my tenure which had happened. If you want, I will share it with you in
Honorable
private.
Chief Minister has said
But-
by afternoon you are going to
So,
make a statement.
we have
Are you going to consult and make a statement? Speaker sir, amche mukar, are you going to consult and make a statement?
Arre, see, so, Speaker sir, you have 2-3 options available to
दुपार
you.
पर्यंत आमी क्लियर
So,
करू.
आता स्पीकर सर मुखेलमंत्रीन सांगला आफ्टरनून पासून सांगता आता आमगेले जे आम पहिले उभी रावले अबाउट दिस बिल ही बिलां फ्रायडेच्या दिसाक जाल्ले ही बिलां हाडपाचो आमकां
प्रोसेस
बीएससी सांगले
करपा मेळना. ना.
Speaker sir,
let him make a statement.
Speaker sir, एकूच
Consult.
He said he's making a
तुमकां
statement.
उलोवपाक दिलाय ताका उलोव न्ही.
No, we are passing the budget.
No, that you are passing the whole budget in the afternoon.
We'll take the decision in the afternoon.
बरे आता स्पीकर सर आणि हे सेशन मागीर कितें जातलें
घेवचे पडचे ना. बेजी गरज आहे स्पीकर पॉवर.
Speaker sir,
स्पीकर सर
Speaker sir, एक
बिलां
माझा
आमी
प्रश्न.
घातलेली
Speaker sir, मला एक पॉइंटेड
एक
प्रश्न
कोड ऑफ
आहे.
कंडक्ट.
हे इलेक्शन कमिशनाचे लेटर एकूच मिनिट या इलेक्शन कमिशनाचे लेटर 15 मार्च 2026 जे आमचे चीफ सेक्रेटरीक आयला ते तुम्ही रिकॉग्नाइज करता ओ ना
करता तर
करता मागीर हाऊस सुप्रीम कितें उलयता तर
ना 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 बाय
हाऊस सुप्रीम कितें उलयता कोणाक घुसपायता
Speaker sir, election commission cannot dictate terms. I am on record. Cannot dictate terms to
Is that your stand?
to the
Is that your stand?
Speaker sir,
Is that the House?
Speaker sir,
या सरकाराचो
Is that the
फेरो
stand
गेला.
of the government?
Ministers cannot make statement
Huh?
outside. In the house.
Speaker sir, Speaker sir.
Is the BJP government
Speaker sir.
ready to fight with the election commission?
Speaker sir.
We will also join you.
ऐकून घ्या.
स्पीकर सर आम्ही दंपार मध्ये सांगले आम्ही नाव दंपार मध्ये
अरे
क्लिअर
पण तुम्ही सामके लॉगर हेडसार आहा तुम्ही
Speaker sir.
कितले फोर्सान ऑपोजिशन
विजय.
झगडटा इलेक्शन
विजय.
कमिशनाच्या तुम्ही
आता-
तयार आहा अशें दिसता
तू
तर असं आलं बरं आहा.
Speaker
आम्ही
sir,
आहात तुमचे
देमप्रावून सांग
The voice for Goan.